Hello, good morning, everyone. Can you hear me? Hello.
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, good morning. All right, so we have 20 people now. Okay, so just waiting for a couple of minutes more. All right, can you tell me about the homework? Okay, so I gave you the homework. It's the a summary of the probably by 18 or 20 learning objectives. Okay, learning objectives. Is that all right? Is that all right with you? Is that okay? Hello? Is that okay with the homework or assignments? Can anyone talk to me?
Actually, what do you mean by okay?
Okay, what does it mean? Is that okay with you? Is that fine with you? Okay, is that are you able to do that or so on?
I think by reading the book, then it would be doable.
Okay, it can do it. Right, good. You know what? Because we need to understand, okay, all the lecture, okay, and all the we call learning objectives. Why? Because this thing will be put into the examination for the test. Okay. Now, as I said before, because we have a limited time in the class, okay, so we cannot cover every single learning objective, okay. Then which we will carefully select, okay, selected some of the major learning objectives to discuss, okay, to discuss during the class, okay. And after that, you have to work by yourself at home, okay, to cover the remaining objectives, okay, all right. So by reading the book, okay, it is easy for you to find down, okay, the answer for the questions, okay. However, during the class, I dig deeper, okay, I dig deeper into the meaning of the learning objective. So in order for you to understand, okay, to manipulate it, okay, to apply in reality, okay, reading book alone, it doesn't make you become smarter, okay. You need teachers, okay. You need to join to class. You need to discuss because you understand in one way and another student understand in another way. Then you need to make the negotiation and we reach to the agreement. Okay, yes, I didn't think this one before. Good, all right, you pick your right thing, a good thing. Okay, I never taught this one. That's it. We learn from friends, we learn from teachers. Okay, we learn from books. So we three resources. Okay, three resources to learn. Okay, good. So I got the two messages here. Ah, Miss Phạm Phương Mai. Okay, okay, good. Welcome to the class. Okay. Yes. Okay. Right. Now, I got some feedbacks from you. Some of you prefer me to explain, okay, in Vietnamese. However, other students ask me, okay, please, okay, teach in English because we pay, okay, for you to teach English, okay, right. Then I'll come to the solution like this, okay. At the end of the lecture, okay, I give you a couple of minutes to ask me in Vietnamese as I explained to you in Vietnamese, okay, to make sure you understand correctly, okay, just in case, okay, some of you may not fully, okay, fully understand the whole context, okay, okay, yeah, is that okay? Uh, okay, right, all right. So at the end of the lecture, okay, you can ask me in Vietnamese, okay, okay, teacher, can you explain? Okay. in terms of this one in Vietnamese, so that I understand it better. Okay, good. Right. So yes. So you said that I need Vietnamese and English. Yes, of course. As I said, some students, they prefer, explaining in Vietnamese, and other students prefer explaining in English. All right, so I do both. Okay, at the end of the lecture, I will explain some terms or concepts in Vietnamese if you require me to do so. Okay. All right, because you have to look for the future. Okay,
Gì không?
we
Sao
will
không đi
be good at
cái này cái
English
chai to
and
cái này bên
knowledge.
trong
Okay,
cái
right.
này chai to
Okay,
ông đọc một chữ
till
đấy
to
chứ
the
cháu
end.
có biết
Okay,
đâu cháu có xuống
we
dưới không biết
explaining Vietnamese in some terms if you don't understand.
thằng này
Okay,
cái chai
because if you
màu
learn
hồng đúng không?
English
Nó
and
nặng
you
lắm.
speak Vietnamese, then
Nó
you
nặng
will
lắm.
forget everything in
ông
English.
thấy nó
So
nước
that
màu
is a
hồng
problem.
sao vậy?
Okay, try to think in English in the we call it in the American thing, in British people thing, and other thing as well. Okay, Australian thinking and New Zealand thinking and so on. Okay, then yes, think as the British does or the Americans does and so on. Okay, or the Americans do so on. So the plural. Okay, now try to recap. First, you have to do all the homeworks. Okay, every week we have only one homework. Okay, I mean we study Thursday and Fridays. Okay, 2 days in one lesson. Okay, and then we do one homework to make sure you cover every single learning objective. Okay, read the book. Okay, think about this, and you understand that better. Okay. All right. So, how many people have submitted the homeworks? How many? Any of you haven't submitted? Any one of you? You have any problem with doing the homework or so on? Any problem? No? Okay, good. Because I found some people still haven't submitted the homework there. Okay, let me open this one first. Okay, let's see. Let's see here. Okay, see here. There you go.
Thầy ơi,
Yes.
kiểu trong lúc giờ học thì thầy có thể giảng tiếng Anh nhưng mà xong rồi cũng có thể giảng tiếng Việt được không ạ? Tại vì là em sợ đến lúc cuối giờ thì em lại không hiểu hết ý, để có thể hỏi lại ý ạ.
It can write down, okay, because some student and in the university said that, okay, can you please explain in Vietnamese later on, okay, during the class, you just use the English. It's okay. Yeah, you can write down some terms or concepts you don't really understand, and I explain to Vietnamese, okay? Because we speak in English and Vietnamese, for me, okay, my personal, okay, it doesn't matter for me in Vietnamese or in English. That's simple, okay. However, some people they prefer, okay, can you please only speak English only? Yeah, English only, and then later on you can explain to them outside the class or at the end of the lecture, and also the regulation also. Yeah. Yep. All right.
Nhưng mà em nghĩ là kiểu cả lớp em ấy ạ, thì hình như là ai cũng muốn thầy nói tiếng Việt hơn nhỉ ạ. Không thì thầy thử hỏi một số bạn thử xem nào.
Yeah. Can you vote for this? All right, it's okay. But you don't share to someone else because someone said that, okay, I pay for money to study English, not in Vietnamese. Okay. If you agree, then okay, I explain some terms in Vietnamese. Okay. It's up to you. Okay, up to you. For me, it doesn't matter whether in Vietnamese or in English.
Vâng, thế
Can
thì
you? Yes. Can you vote? Okay. If you agree, then all right. So I can explain in Vietnamese. If you say that, okay, teacher, hello. Can you explain this one in Vietnamese? I am not sure about this. I stop it. Explain to you. Okay, and I keep going with English. Yeah. Okay. Is that okay?
yes.
Okay. Now, when I'm teaching in English, okay, and you don't understand, okay, hello, teacher. Can I explain this one in Vietnamese? Good. Also, okay. But it's up to you, okay. I assume that you understand the English, okay, and I keep going. Then until you don't understand, then you can stop me. Hey teacher, hello teacher. Okay, can you explain in Vietnamese this one? Good, I do. Happy to do. Okay. Right. So we got one person. Mr. Hương Nhi, hello. Are you there? You haven't submit. You haven't submitted the homework. What is the problem? You forgotten or
Which one?
the homework? The homework number 1.
I don't even know if this exists.
Oh, really? Okay. Right. So from now on, every week, okay, as I said, every week we do the homework, okay, to cover, okay, for 2 days lection, okay, the 2-day lectures. Alright. So the first day, like today, we go and we discuss. But tomorrow, after we finish, and I give you homework, okay?
Okay, got it. I will finish this today.
Good. All right. Thank you. Okay. To do it in order to pass the exam, because the exam will cover a lot of things. Okay. Good. Okay. Yes. Any question? Any more question? No? Then we start then. Okay. Now today, let's see. Can you see the slide I say on the screen? Hello? Hello, can you see the slide I am showing this on the screen? I'm sharing this one on the screen. Because sometimes we move backward and forwards with different windows. So. Hello, can you see that? The organization and the environment. Hello?
Yes.
Good. Thank you. All right. Probably I do the attendance check. Sorry. Okay. Someone asked me to do the attendance checks also. Oh, sorry. I do the attendance check first. That's it. Need to report to the university. This is what they require me to do. Okay. Today is 23rd of December. Mr. Bình An, hello.
Yes.
Okay. Trần Phương Anh.
Yes.
Okay. Nguyễn Gia Bảo.
Yes.
Okay. Nguyễn Kim Chi.
Yes.
Mai Văn Đạt.
Yes.
Nguyễn Văn Dũng.
Yes.
Nguyễn Hồng Hạnh. Okay. Nguyễn Minh Hiển.
Yes.
Trương Phương Hoa.
Yes.
Okay. Lê Quang. Okay. Yes. Hồng Hạnh. Yes. Okay. Phương Hoa. Sorry. Lê Quang Hưng.
Yes.
Dương Trung Kiên.
Yes.
Nguyễn Ngọc Lan.
Yes.
Nguyễn Thị Linh.
Yes.
Phạm Đắc Long.
Yes.
Vũ Ngọc Minh.
Yes.
Nguyễn Thị Nga.
Yes.
Phạm Hương Nhi.
Yes.
Okay, Phạm Hương Nhi. You were absent last time, right? Nguyễn Minh Phương.
Yes.
Đào Minh Quân.
Yes.
Okay. Gentlemen,
Why I access last time?
just one second. I go and come back to you. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Nguyễn Chí Thành, Triều Nguyễn Chí
Yes.
Thành.
Yes.
Okay. Lý Anh Thư.
Yes.
Okay. Đặng Thu Thủy.
Yes.
Okay. Dương Thu Trang. Thu Trang, hello. Okay. Đoàn Ngọc Trinh.
Yes.
Đào Huy Tưởng.
Yes.
Okay. Nguyễn Văn Việt.
Yes.
Then we have another very important Dương Chan.
Dương Thu Trang.
Chan. Okay. Okay, there you go. Okay, so can you please read out the name? Okay. Phạm Phương Mai, right? Okay. When were you born? Miss Phạm Phương Mai. Hello. Hello.
Yes.
When were you born?
17 tháng 5 2002.
Okay. 17th of May 2002. Good. All right. Thank you. We finished the.
Hello, teacher.
Yes.
And I am new student in this class.
Also
Can you fill
good.
my names?
Yes. Okay. Can you tell the name?
My name is Nguyễn Thành Vinh.
Vinh. When were you born?
19 tháng 4 2002.
Okay. 19 April 2002. Okay, good. Now, Missy Phạm Dương Nhi, sorry. Yeah, tell me what's an option, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Good enough now. It's okay. So,
Thanks.
here, there you go. Okay. Okay, now we talk about the organization and the environment. So I strongly recommend you to read three chapters. Okay, for the first part, that the university provide us with the chapter from chapter 1 to chapter 4, and from chapter 5 to chapter 16 we haven't got it. Okay, and I try to contact with the university and ask them to provide another part. Okay. But today and tomorrow you read the chapter 3 and chapter number 4. Okay. All right. So the organization and the environment. Okay. For the last two sections, okay, we study about the management. Okay, and what the management does and what kind of management, how many level of management, and so on and so forth. Then today we'll focus on what is the organization and what are the environments, okay, and surrounding the organization. And later on we talk about the ethical and morals, okay. Now as usual, we talk about the learning objective. Okay. Now the learning objectives it means that after you finish the chapter, you are able to do what? Okay. So I list all the learning objectives here. However, we don't have time to cover all of them. Okay. But you need to finish them at home. That's what I try to repeat it many times. Okay. To make sure you remember. Okay, so the first one, you are able to describe the triple bottom line of people, planet and profits, and it's important to younger workers. Okay, and identify the important stakeholders inside and outside the organization. And what does this mean for stakeholders? Then we'll talk later on in the environment. Okay. And then you are able to explain the importance, okay, of the ethics and the values in the effective management. Okay, so we talk about the ethics and we talk about the values, okay? And what is the values and what's the ethics? And sometimes we call the moral, okay? The moral, right? And we are able to describe the concept of the social responsibility, okay? And the responsibilities of the society, okay, or the responsible of the organization towards the society, okay? And we discuss the roles of the corporate governance, okay? What does this mean for the corporate governance, okay? In a building an ethical and socially responsible organization, okay? And you are able to describe how to develop the career readiness, okay? The competency of the professionalism works ethics, okay? You are able to develop the careers. How can you prepare for the future, okay? And also, I say you are able to describe, okay, how the concept of creating shared values, okay. Now, in the past, the value is keep it, okay. We call like the knowledge is the power, okay. You know more and you become more power. However, today we need to share it to become more power, okay. And the values, okay. So then later on we define what kind of values, okay, or what kind of values are. So it depends, okay? And discuss the roles and various stakeholders play, okay, in creating your shared values, okay? And explain the recommendations for creating shared values in light of the current progress and challenges, okay? Current progress. This means you keep going. And what kind of difficulties, okay? The obstacle, or we call challenges, okay? Right, so we do it. That also is followed too. Okay, and we answer the question, why is it, okay, why is this the important for manager to align a company vision and strategy with its organization? This one is very, very important. Why we need to have a vision? Why we need to have a strategy? Okay, vision is what we should be in the future. Strategy, how can we do it to get the vision? All right, that is very important. Okay, and how do I find out about the organization social glue? Okay, how people stick together. Okay, it's normal way doing business, rational culture and structure. Okay, what does this mean for rational culture? Okay, and when I join in an organization, what 7 elements should I look for? Okay, when you go to work, okay, then how many how many elements? Okay, so it's like 7 elements. So what are they? Okay, so we talk about this. All right. Now we go to the definition of the organization first. Okay. As you can see on the screen, okay, I wrote on the screen, the organization is a social unit of people that is structured and managed, okay, to meet a need or to pursue, okay, a collective goals. What does this mean? Now, organization is repeated many times in management. We talk about the organization. The question is, why people talk about the organization? Why don't they talk about the business? Why don't they talk about a company? Okay. Why don't we say, what is a company? What is a business? Okay. Can anyone explain to me? Okay, why do we use the organization instead of using the company or the business? Can anyone just try to explain the thinking, okay, the thought inside your head, okay? Mr. Viet, hello. Hello, Mr. Viet. Can you hear me? Oh. He got trouble with communication and so on. Okay, Mr. Viet can hear me. And okay. All right. You got a message? You can talk. Okay. You got trouble with the microphone. Okay. Okay. Who else? Mr. Trương Phương Hoa, hello. Why don't we use the company instead of the organization? Do we know?
Sorry, I don't know.
It's okay. It's okay. Right. If you don't know, just say you don't know. It's okay. Mr. Nguyễn Minh Hiển, hello.
Yes.
Can you explain why we use the organization instead of using company?
I think it's easy for the managers to manage all the active the members in the group, and they can give the direction for the teams to get the goals. I think so.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Nguyễn Minh Hiển. I need one more person. Đắc Long, please. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Can you explain why we use the organization instead of using the company or business? You know?
Sorry.
It's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Good. All right. Thank you very much. Okay. So now I explain to you to understand it better. Why we use the term organization instead of using the business or company? Now, company or a business, we tend to focus on making the profits. Okay. To do a business to get money. Okay. However, organization is cover everything, not only for the for the profit. Okay, company to make a profits. Okay, but they have to cover the non-profit organized company like the charity programs or charity company or the Red Cross. Okay, Red Cross means like this, right? To save lives of people, right? So they are non-profits. Okay, so that we don't call them like a company. A company tend to make more money, but the organization, okay, they cover the company and as a organization too. All right. So organization it is general term, okay, general term to cover every single group of people, okay, whether they are profits or non-profit organization or mutual benefits also. Okay, so that is why we will use the organization instead of the company or instead of the business. However, you can understand in a narrow way that is a company because I'm going to work for a company and I only want to know about the company. And as a company, I really don't care. That is fine. That is fine. Okay, that's the only just general term to cover everything. All right. So with that, we define what is the organization? Is it a social unit, okay, of people that is instructed and managed to meet a need or to pursue to a collective goals. That they are the keyword for the organization. Put in simple terms, okay? The organization is a group of two or more people, okay? They working together, okay, to get the common goals, okay, to get a collective goals, okay? Now, why we use the collective goal or common goals, okay, common goal, common goal, okay? It's to use the common goals. Now, we call like the organization. They have varieties of goals, okay? And people need to focus on their goals. Okay, for example, okay, a company, their goal is to get more money. Okay, do whatever you want, but I would like to have more money. Okay, that's the first goal. The second goal is to provide unemployment opportunity, or sorry, to provide employment opportunity. Sorry, okay, to provide employment opportunity. Okay, to the society, because the organization in general and a company, okay, in particular, we need people to work, right? So we employ people. That's the second goal. Okay. The third goal is, okay, to contribute to the society or social stability. Okay, social stability. That means to keep the orders of the society. Okay, because of what? Because if you don't go to work, okay, you stay at home, you don't have money, and you have to try, you have to find some way to earn money, sometimes in illegal ways. All right, so drug trafficking, you steal money from someone else, or even you rob, okay, robbery, okay, you rob someone to get money. So it's illegal way to get money. All right, so by creating the organization, you serve at least three main goals. First one, to get the benefits. Second one, to provide the employment opportunities. And the third one, to contribute to the social stability. Okay, so that is collective goal. Okay, now back to this one. Organization is a group of people. Okay, group of people. Okay, they are working together. Okay, structures means that you do this one, I do this one, and manage. We have to plan through it. Okay, all right, in order to get the needs or meet the needs, or to get the goals. Okay, or to get multiple goals. Okay, so that is common definition of the organization. Say it again. Organization is a group of two or more people. They are working together in order to get a common goals or the collective goals. Okay? Right? So another definition, okay, from the book. It said that organization is a system of the consciously coordinated activities or force of two or more people. That is the definition in the book. But this one, it's okay if you dig deeper. However, I found that this definition doesn't cover much. Okay, consciously, that means you focus, okay, on the specific activity by two or more people. But we can't see here the goals. Okay, why should you do it? That's the purpose of the organization. Doesn't show here. Okay, so that's why I provided you with the first definition. That's easier for you. Okay, and also in the textbook of Vietnamese language, they use this definition. Okay, in Vietnamese it said that tổ chức, đúng không? Đó là tập hợp của hai hay nhiều người làm việc cùng nhau để đạt được một cái mục tiêu chung. That's in Vietnamese language. Okay, that's a group of two or more people to work together, okay, in order to get a common goals or a collective goal. The same, okay? Right. Now, the for-profits or non-profits or mutual benefits. So we got three different types of the organization. Last time I asked you, or I told you that we have two types of the organization. First one is for-profits, to get money. Non-profits doesn't get money, okay? They only focus on helping people, okay? And today we got another one is a mutual benefits organization. Okay, what does it mean? Mutual just means in both sides, okay? For-profits just means that I work to get profits, and I don't care much about another way. However, now the organization, they focus on win-win situation. That means that you get profits and I get profits, not I win, you lose, or you win, I lose. Okay, that is not good strategy. Okay, everyone happy. That the kind of the organization purposes. Okay, right. Now we move to the organization chart. That is the hierarchy of the organization. That's easier for you to see here. Okay, first we look at the definition first, or the description of the organization chart. It's a box and lines, okay? Box and lines. This is a box, and this is lines, okay? This all lines here. Lines is connects between the box, okay? The illustration showing the formal lines of authority and the organization official position or work specialization. Okay, so see here, the authority here is the top, okay, person. This is top manager, okay, and here, two medium one here, they are the middle manager, okay, they do a middle management, and here, this one is the first line manager who work directly with the employees here, okay? Down to the bottom, they are non-managerial personnel or they are the employee, okay? So last time we talked about the organization pyramid, okay? So we got the 3 different levels of the management and down the bottom is a total of 4, okay? Non-managerial personnel, first line manager or first line management, middle management of middle managers, and the top managers. Okay, so it's kind of the organization charts. Okay, they show the lines of authority. Who is the boss of who? He is the boss of this one. She is the boss of this one. And he is the boss of this one. That is the line of authority. We see here who belong to who. Okay, you have to report to this man. Okay, and this one have to report to this woman, and this woman have to report to the gentleman on top. Okay, so it's a line of authority. Who will report to whom? Okay, okay, that's a position, a work specialization. You work in human resource management. You work in the finance and banking office, okay, or department, or you work in the security department, or you work in the research and development department. Remember R&D, right? So there is a work specialization and the position also. Okay, so the organization chart show you, okay, the formal lines of authority and the organization official position. Okay, the position, the line of authority, who is the boss of whom, okay, and the specialization where they do, okay, right. Is that easier? Hello? Easy to understand?
Yes.
Okay, right. Now we move to the major elements of the organization. So what does this mean for the major elements of the organization? Now, organization is built from how many elements or from what elements? For example, the house is built from brick, cement, okay, sand, and wooden also, okay. Okay, to build a house, you need a brick, you need a cement, you need a sand, and other thing. Okay, that is physical thing. Okay. Now, for the organization, when you build the organization, you need the people, you need the money, you need the information, you need the infrastructure. That they are physical. Okay, to build an organization. However, we look at the we call intangible elements. Okay, they are different now. Okay, that's we focus on the intangible elements. Okay, that's the major elements. All right. So in organization, what we need for first is a common purpose. Why is a common purpose? Because we remember for the first one, I define that one's common for you. Okay. Every organization needs to have the common purpose. Okay. So what does this mean? What does this mean? All right. If you don't have the common purpose or the common goals, so how can you align people work together? Because one person have a different goals, another person have a different goal. Okay. So they go in different direction. So how can organization survive? We need to have the same purpose and we go to the same direction. Yeah. So the first one is a common purpose. All right. Go together, work together. All right. So that's why we got the motto. We go together, we work together, and we get the same thing. Good. All right. So if you have the purpose different from what we are doing now, you are out of the class. For example, the purpose of the class is also an organization. All right. So the purpose of this class is to learn about the management. But another person, okay, who has a different purpose, he study about the finance and banking or other thing. He's joined to class and he can learn about the finance and can learn about the finance and banking. So the purpose of him, right, with the class is a different one. So can make the same thing. Okay, so the organization should have the same purpose, also common purpose. All right, so the first one. The second one is a coordinate efforts. What does this mean? Okay, when you work for the organization or a company or a business, okay, so you need to make the effort to finish the job. You can work and play at the same time. Okay, it's an easy job, and today I go and sit in the front of the computer and play games, and tomorrow I do the same. No, you can't do it. Okay, so you won't get the salary or money because you have to effort. You have to put some effort to do it, put some time and energy. Okay, to work together in order to get a goal. Okay, so working hard and you have more money. Okay. If you are lazy, you should be out of the company. Okay. So the second major element of the organization is the coordinate efforts. Okay. So everyone work together. Okay. With we call like with the high energy or full energy. Okay. That is the second one. The third one is a division of labor. Okay, labor is people. Okay, then the division of labor, it means that you have to group people in a different position. Okay, you study about the finance, you work in a finance and banking department. You study about the human resource management, you work for the human resource department. You study about the what do we call like the what else? Research, for example, you are a researcher. You can work for the HR department or you can work for the accounting department, and you only work for the research and development department. Okay, so same job. Okay, with what you studied before. So the organization they have to define different labor. Okay, which is their specialization. Okay. And another one is the hierarchy of the authority. Okay, what does this mean about the hierarchies of the authority? Okay, back to here. Okay, maybe I write on this one. Okay, this one the hierarchies of authority. Okay, here, this we call is the hierarchy. Hierarchy just means we got a different level. Okay, different level. Organization, we need to have the person is the head of the organization. Okay, try to remember management deal with the four functions: planning, organizing, okay, leading and controlling. And we got three different roles. Okay, three different roles. So we got the interpersonal roles, we got the information roles, okay, and what else? The third roles, okay. Third role is what? And can anyone answer me the third the third roles of the manager? Interpersonal, information, and what else? Forgotten? Oh dear, that's forgotten. Okay, try to check someone else. Three different roles of the manager. Okay, first one is the interpersonal. So we got figurehead, we got leader. All right. Okay. All right. So we got another one. Okay. So we got the informational role, and the last one is what? Miss Nga Nguyễn, hello. Hello, Miss Nga Nguyễn.
Yes.
Can you name three roles of the manager? The first one is the interpersonal. The second one is the information roles, and the third one is what? Oh, okay, right. Now, who can remember?
Decision making.
That's right. Okay. Now, if you are the manager, you need to have the decision roles. Okay, good. Thank you. Yeah, the decision roles should have, because how can you lead the organization without deciding doing something? Right? Three roles. All right. Good. Thank you. Right. So here, back to here. Okay. Go back to here. Now, the hierarchies of authority, does it mean we got a different level, okay? Different levels. The first level is the first line worker, is the employee, the first line manager, or so on and so forth. You go to work in a company or any organization. Okay, I just forgotten to talk about the organization. Now, organization is a non-profit or for-profit. For example, university, we cannot name university as a company. University is an organization, even though they got the mutual benefits. Okay, the benefit for a student, the benefit for the university. Okay, university is an organization, not a company. Okay, all right. So the government office, for example, okay, the people committee, okay, people committee in province, okay, or in districts or in wards, okay. So in different level, okay. So we got the organization. Now we talk about here, okay. Right. So we got a different level here. You belong to this one. You go to the company. You work for a company, but you need to know who is my manager. Okay. That is the organization. They do to divide and the lines of authority. This one have to report to this one. This one report to this one. That's the hierarchy. Hierarchy, that means it's the different level here. Okay, the authority, that means the power. Okay, who has power to manage people? Okay, right? All right. Now we move to the major elements of the organizational structure. Okay. Now we talk about the major elements of the organization. So we got 4 elements. Okay, 4 elements. Then now we move to the 6 elements of the organizational structure. Sometimes it confuses you, okay? However, this one is we call a specialization of that organization. Okay, this is very important. Okay. Now, before I explain this one, I'd like to hear and talk with why we need hair, why we need this. Now, assume that you are going to open your business. Okay? So parent give you about 2 billion Vietnam dong and ask you to open a business. For example, consultation, okay, business, or you open another company. Now, what do you do first? What do you do first? Okay, probably you think I need to have money, I need to have people, I need to have the office, I need to have many physical things. Okay, all right, good, that's fine, doesn't matter. Now, in terms of tangible, what do you want to have? First, you need to have the purpose or goals, right? Second, you need people work for you, but work hard, okay? Not easy task, okay? And you need to divide who will do in what position, okay? And then you need to divide the authority, okay? I need 2 managers to manage these people. I need 1 director to manage these people. Then that is the requirement to make the organization, apart from the physical requirement. Okay, you need to go to for the organization to work. You need people to work hard, energy. You need to have the jobs, okay, specialization, or you need to divide people in different areas, okay, job function, okay, and you need to have the manager who will manage how many people. Okay, that is the 4 things you need to operate the organization in terms of intangible things. Okay, now we go back to this one. Okay, now the structures of the organization. What does it mean we call structure? Structures, it means that's the component, okay, it's a component of the organization. Okay, how can we make the organization based on the components? Okay, the component of the house is a brick, is a sand, is a wood, is a tile. Okay, the tiller is on the roof. Okay, then you need to do this thing. First, you have to design a job design. Okay. When you work for the HR department, it means that human resource department, you have to design a job for people. Now, I stop here and ask you about the definition of the job. Give me 1 minute to think about the job definition. Then I will call the name, okay? Give the definition of the job to the class. Okay? What is the definition of the job? Give me 1 minute, okay? Okay, who can give the definition to the class? Hello? Who can give the definition to the class about what is his job?
I think that's the work that people do to earn money.
Yes, good. It's the kind of work that people used to do to earn the money, okay, for survival or so on. Good. Thank you. All right. So later on, when you finish your study, okay, you have to look for a job. Yes, you have to look for a job. All right. So the job is, okay, it's kind of work, okay, it's work, okay, people do to earn the money. Good. All right. So you do the work and you get money for that done. Okay. You finish that work, and you get money for this. Okay, job including many kind of work. Okay, now example. Can anyone give me the example, of the teacher job? So what is a teacher job? Can you name the job of a teacher? Hello?
Teaching.
Yes, that's right. Good. Okay. The teacher job is a teaching. Yes. All right. Teaching is a major job. Of the teacher. Right. Now, teaching. Okay, we got the message. Okay, good. Thank you. Yeah. All right. Teaching is a combination of different work. For example, before I go to class, I need to prepare that kind of work. I do the work of, sorry, just 1 second. Answer. Sorry, I got the call. Okay, so we went to the teaching job. Okay, the teaching job is a different work. The first work is a preparation. Before I go to class, I have to prepare. Okay, I have to prepare all the lectures. Okay, how many slides I need to prepare. Okay, what kind of the knowledge I need to pass to the student. And the second work is the start teaching. Okay, and the third work is to marking. Okay, to mark. Okay, for marking. Okay, mark your assignments, homework, and so on, and other things as well. So teaching job includes many kind of work. Okay, one single we call task, and group of tasks become work. Okay, group of works become a job. Okay, all right. So if you open your business, you have to design a job. Okay, why do you need to design a job? Why? Why do you need to design a job? Can anyone explain to me? Why do we need to design a job? Hello? Can anyone explain to me why we need to design a job? Okay, probably
I think so we need to get some work done so we can function the organization.
Okay, good, thank you. Okay, now I explain a little bit further for you. Okay, we have the same job. Okay, the job is accounting, for example. However, the job design in one company may be different, from another company. Yes, so that is why we go to the work. We go like Vietnam Works. Okay, you are looking for a job, right? So we have to go to the job streets or job search and so on. So you can find many jobs. However, one job you have different requirements. You go for this company, they require you different things. And with the same job, you go to another company, you are required to do different things also. So we have to design a job to fit, to fit with the organization goal. Okay? Yes, in reality, one job, but it is in different organization. So it have a different designing. Different designs. They design different jobs. Different things. With the same job with a different organization. Even in university, the teaching job is the same. You go to class and talk with students and share your knowledge to the students. However, we call job description from this university is different from another university. For example, job description from the we call it Polytechnic University with different the Foreign Trade University and with different the Vietnam Banking Academy. The same job but different requirements because they design different things. That is why we have to design a job. We can't get a job from another company and apply into our company. We have to redesign it. Yes, okay? Understand? Yeah, do you understand that? Why we need to design a job?
Yes.
Okay, good. Right.
I have a question.
Yes.
I researched design job and I find out that the main role is facilitating the interesting of employee to work the job and enhancing their satisfaction.
Yes,
and
that's right.
In that their meaning is increasing employee motivation and productivity.
Motivation, correct.
That's right.
Yes, that's correct. That's what I said. Okay, if you are working with Vietnam Banking Academy, for example, you're happy with that, but with the same job, with the same teaching job, if you go to another company for another university, for example, National Economics University, but you're not happy with that. It's the same job, but you're not happy because the way they design different. The way they design different because their purpose is different from the Vietnam Banking Academy. It's also different too. So with different organization, we got different job design. With the same job, but we got different design. increase the we call like the employee motivation. Yes, to enhance the capability of the employees. Of course, we decide to make sure that people make the effort to do it, to get the job done, to get the goal, the same goals. Okay, good. Thank you. All right.
Yeah, thank you, teacher.
All right. So the second one is the departmentalization or grouping jobs. Okay, departmentalization or grouping job. Of course, okay, in an organization, you have to group job together. Okay, you have to group job together. For example, university, okay, teaching job is a one thing, and management is another thing. Okay, for example, here, the university, the head of the university is on top. Okay, the second level of the management is the department head. Okay, the head of department. And after the head of department, we have the unit. Okay, the unit such a group, the small group of people. And the last one is the employee. Okay, here is the university, the same thing here. Okay, now in the organization, you have to divide them, group them together. For example, here in university, so we got the basics departments. Okay, the basics department that teach you the Ho Chi Minh ideology, teach you about the law, teaching you about the mathematics and so on. So we got the departments of the basics, okay, basic department or general department. Okay, in Vietnamese, I say like this, okay. Ở trường, đây là một cái ví dụ của một trường đại học nhá. Một trường đại học ấy thì nó phải phân nhóm ra, đứng đầu là một người lãnh đạo trường đại học này. Người đứng đầu lãnh đạo là một trường đại học thì quản lý các cái trưởng khoa, các khoa trung tâm này. Từ các khoa trung tâm thì có các cái bộ môn này, được không? Từ các cái bộ môn thì nó lại quản lý đến tất cả những cái nhân viên ở trong cái bộ môn đấy. Ví dụ như là bộ môn cơ bản, thì nó quản lý toàn bộ giảng viên dạy toán học, dạy lịch sử, dạy triết học các thứ. Ok, đấy là cái mà ta thiết lập của nhà trường, một cái tổ chức của nhà trường thì phải có lãnh đạo cấp cao, lãnh đạo cấp trung, lãnh đạo cấp cơ sở, thế rồi là các cái nhân viên ở phía dưới, đúng không? Thì đấy chính là cái mà departmentalization hay grouping job. Bởi vì một cái job là dạy cơ bản thì ta nhóm vào một nhóm, và nhóm dạy nâng cao để một nhóm khác, đúng không ạ? Okay, that is the grouping job. Okay, in organization, in university, for example. Okay, you divide job in a different group. Okay, now teacher they are teaching, of course, but manager they are teaching and also the management too. So they got two types of job. First is teaching, the second is management. Okay, yeah, right. The third one is the establishing a reporting relationship between jobs. Okay, reporting relationship. Who will report to who? Okay, this people, this person, okay, need to report to this one. He can't report to this one because this one is a different department. Okay, so the organization need to establish the relationship of reporting between the job, that means between the individual here. Okay, how can you communicate with someone else? And how can you report to someone else? Okay, you can't report to different departments. You need to report to the same department. That is number 3. Okay, the number 4 is distributing authorities among jobs. Authority here means the power. Okay, the power. What does this mean? You have to give the power to this one to manage 3 people. You have the power to another one to manage people. The power is mean that you have to power to punish him if he go to work late, or you have power to reward him if he always work on time and more productivity. Okay, distributing this authority is less than this one. The authority, he is the right to manage this one. And this one less authority than this one. He's the top, he's the highest person, high ranking person. And he's the whole power to contribute, to manage the organization. This one only the power within this department. And this one has power within this team. Okay? Then the top one is has power to do everything in the organization. That is distributing the authority or distributing the power among the job. And another thing is the coordinating activity among the job. Coordinating just means collaboration. People work together. Okay? So group the how people work together among that job. Okay? You work here, I work here, and another person will work here, and we work together with the same job. Okay? With the same with a different job also. Okay? The same time, different level. Okay, the different or the same level with different job. So among jobs like this. A bit confused, all right, confusion. But anyway, coordinating activity doesn't mean that you are working together with another people. Okay, you can work alone. Okay, you can work alone. You work and another work. Okay, then we contribute to the organization goals. Alright, now in Vietnamese. Okay. Cái thứ năm này đó chính là gì ạ? Sự phối hợp hoạt động giữa các cái công việc với nhau. Không có công việc nào đứng độc lập cả. Ví dụ như là trong công việc giảng dạy, đúng không ạ? Thầy giáo, cô giáo không bao giờ chỉ giảng dạy một mình, mà thầy giáo, cô giáo phải nghiên cứu, tìm tòi. Vậy thì công việc thứ hai là nghiên cứu, đúng không ạ? Và nghiên cứu này, giảng dạy này là phải phối kết hợp với các đơn vị khác để giảng dạy sinh viên, chứ không phải là cứ anh chỉ biết một mình ai đâu, đúng không ạ? Như vậy là cái trách nhiệm của cái người thầy ở trong một cái trường học đó là phải phối hợp với các giảng viên để cùng đào tạo, chứ không phải là một mình anh một nửa, anh thích dạy thế nào dạy, anh thích đi vào gì, mà anh phải phối hợp với người ta. Alright, so we have to coordinate activities among jobs. Then we have another differentiating among positions. What does this mean, the differentiation? Okay, differentiating just means that you have to distinguish, okay, distinguish who has the power, okay, in what areas, okay, among positions. What does this mean in Vietnamese? Quyền hạn và trách nhiệm, rồi phạm vi quyền hạn, nghĩa là mỗi một người trong cái tổ chức đấy, người ta phải có một cái phạm vi quyền hạn của họ, đúng không? Không phải anh vượt quá cái quyền hạn, khi vượt quá quyền hạn anh phải xin ý kiến người khác. Thế như vậy là gì ạ? Như vậy là trong một cái tổ chức thì những con người ta phải có những là anh chỉ phạm vi đến đâu thôi, nếu vượt phạm vi thì anh phải xin ý kiến cấp trên, đúng không? Khi như chúng ta đi ở dịch Covid ấy, thế mà một cái gì đó không nằm trong quyền hạn của họ, người ta phải gọi điện xin ý kiến cấp trên là trong trường hợp này không phải phạm vi của em, vậy anh sẽ phải xử lý khác. Okay, now differentiating among positions, we have to give the power for them, okay, with the limits, with the range, okay, with a specific range of position of the authority. Okay, you can't do anything. Okay, I give the power to do within this range only. Okay, can't do another thing, right? Do you understand? Is that okay? I try to explain something difficult, then I explain in Vietnamese like this. Okay?
Yes.
Good. All right. Okay. Now we talk about the organization environment. Okay. The environment. Okay. As I said, we can't live alone. Okay. We need to have other things to interact. For example, university can't stay alone. University need to have the student from the society. Okay, university need to work with the company in order to provide, okay, the workforce to the company. Okay, the labor, okay, to the company. Then that's it. Organization need to have the environment to operate. See here, okay? They inside the core of the thing here, the organization. Okay, so we call internal stakeholders. Now, what does this mean? Is a stakeholder. So the definition of the stakeholder is what? Stakeholders just mean the people or a person, okay, who have some involvement, okay, to the organization or some interest, okay. Now, for example, the university is the organization. So who are the university stakeholder or who are the external stakeholder of the university? Now, the external stakeholders of the university is a parent of students. The parent of students, how can they relate to the university? They pay money to the university, and their children, okay, have been trained in university. That's their involvement, okay, with the university. And the second one is the government, the central government. Why? Because the government pay money to the university, and university train students to provide to society, okay, with the qualified students, and then they can work in economy, okay, to make a country become stronger, right? That is the government want, and they provide the service, they provide infrastructure for the university to train students. Then there are external stakeholders, okay? That is a central organization. And the third one is a local organization. Local government, okay? Local government is mean province or district governments, okay? Why? Because they have the direct benefit to the university. First, they manage that university. The second, they got the contribution from the university to the local governments, okay? For example, they provide a service to the local government, okay? And they train the people in that local areas, okay? And put them back to the local area to develop the local area become better and better. Okay, so we got a different external stakeholders. For example, the university, okay? And the company here, you can see here. The external company, we got the general environment, for example, the economics forces, the technological forces, the social cultural forces, and the political, legal, and the demographic forces, and also the international forces as well. Okay, so later on we explain this, and I try to focus on this thing. Okay, now people who are working in a company, they are internal stakeholder. That's an employee. Okay, and the second one is the owner of that company. Okay, the person or the people they found the company. And another one is the board of directors. The manager in that company, they are the internal stakeholders, okay? And outside of the company, we got the external stakeholder. We got the competitors. We got the suppliers. We got the distributors. And we got the allies. We got the union. We got the lenders. We got the government. See, I explained before, right? So we got the media, we got the interest group. So they are external stakeholders. All right. So what does this mean? For example, the suppliers, how can they have some involvement with the company? They supply all the things for the company. For example, for the garment company, they supply fabrics. They supply the button, they supply the thread, and so on. Okay. For example, the bank. For example, here the bank. For example, BIDV Bank. Okay, BIDV Bank. For example. Okay. The internal stakeholders means the employees, the managers and the board of directors. Now, the supplier here, who are the suppliers of the bank? Okay, for example, the electricity, they supply the electricity to the bank, the water, and the services, for example, the internet, they also supply to the bank. Okay, as a competitor, they are the Agribank or Vietcombank and so on. Okay, the distributors, your branch. Okay, they distribute your services to the outside. Okay, the lender. Who's the lender? Who's the lender for the bank? Can anyone? Mr. V, hello. Nguyễn Thành Vinh, hello.
Hello, teacher.
Yes.
I'm here.
Who is the lenders of the bank?
I don't know who is leader in the
Lender.
lender.
Do you know the lenders?
No, I don't know means just but
Okay, now you have money, okay, and I borrow money from you, so you are the lender. Hello?
Yeah, is that like manager CEO like this?
Yeah, okay. You have money, I borrow the money from you. I am a borrower. You are the lender. Okay. Yes, good. Okay. All right, good. Okay, so that is the people or the person who have money, okay, for the bank to borrow. Okay, that is the lender. Okay. All right, so here that is some, we call like some explanation of the airlines. Okay, we call strategic airlines. Okay, all right. Let's say in Vietnamese, đây là cái đối tác chiến lược, các cái doanh nghiệp chiến lược. All right. Airline thì là cái đối tác. All right. Okay, now strategic airline, this is describe the relationship of two organizations who join force to achieve advantages neither can perform as well alone. What does this mean? When two people, you have the advantages, or you have the competitive advantages, you combine together and you become stronger. Okay, that we call allies. America and Britain, okay, they work together, they become allies, okay, and no one can invade the Britain or invade the US, okay. If China attacks the US, and the Britain will attack to China also, okay. So that's why they put the allies, okay. They join together and to achieve the advantages, okay. That is the ally, okay. The economic force, the unemployment or inflation or interest rates, okay, or economic growth, that they are the economic force. Unemployment, that means that people don't have a job. Inflation, that means the money has a value less and less, devalues of the money. Interest rates, that means that the amount of the money increased for a couple of times or a couple of percentage. Okay, the economic growth, that means that how can you have more money? Okay, all right. And the technological force, okay, technology, okay, that easy. Then social, we call cultural force, okay, society and culture. So we combine them together, social, okay, so that the influence and change all originating in the country or society or cultural human relationship. What does this mean? Okay, social. What is social? Social just means people interact together. You are at home and you go out together, you are social. Okay, okay, social, cultural. You go to society. Okay, all right. So culture, that means the way you believe, the way you think, the way you behave. we create a culture. The way you wear, okay, you wear a hat, the way the burqa, like the Muslim people, it's kind of culture. Okay, that also affects the organization too. Okay, so that's it for today, and we spent about 15 minutes to discuss. Okay, 15 minutes to discuss. Now, I assign you to the rooms, okay, two different rooms as we set up before, then you discuss. Okay, give you about 15 minutes to discuss, and then you report back to the class. Okay? Do you understand what I'm saying? Hello?
Yes, but what do we need to discuss about?
Yes, sure. Okay, go to the chapter number 3. Okay. Go to chapter number 3. Okay, that's 1 second. Okay, go to chapter number 3. Okay. What page? The page number is number 86. Spend about 15 minutes. Okay, reading the dark sides of the technology. Okay, and answer the questions here. Do you think the roles of IT? Okay, do you think the IoT is a possible technological change? If so, why? And if not, why not? What do you think should be done? Okay, to better protect user data in the future. Okay, try to answer this question. Okay, that's some hints. First, you group in 4 or 5 people, then you assign, okay, one person this from this one to this one, another person will reach from this one to this one, and so on. And then later on, you combine them in one and nominate one person to report back to the class. Okay, and you need to rotate. Okay, this time I report, and another time another person will report. Okay, I need to have all of you to interact during the class. Yeah, give you 15 minutes. Okay?
Yes.
Okay, good. Understand? Right, so and I will open the room for you. Okay, 5 groups. Now, for those who are not in any group, I will assign you, okay? Or you work with the monitor and you can join to different groups, okay? But today I will assign you to the group, not any group, okay? All right, so please join your group numbers. Okay, Mr. Đào Huy Trưởng and Nguyễn Hồng Hạnh, hello. Which group are you in? Mr. Đào Huy Trưởng, hello.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Which group you have?
Yes.
Which one?
Dạ. Xong chưa? Dạ. Bà xem đã đủ tuần chưa mà tiêm?
Tiêm cho ai tiêm rồi 27 tháng 7 đấy.
Cháu
27 tháng 9.
không nghe, cháu không biết. Cháu không nghe, cháu không biết mà.
Mà lại cắt giảm cái thứ này. Apple đã bỏ củ sạc và tai nghe để bảo vệ môi trường trên iPhone 12. Nhưng thế vẫn là chưa đủ. iPhone 13 còn bỏ thêm cái siêu ni lông nữa. Thay vào đó là một cái siêu giấy như thế này. Tất nhiên lần này bỏ là đúng đấy, để bảo vệ môi trường. Nhưng mà từ bây giờ anh em ta không còn được nghe tiếng sột soạt của siêu ni lông cũ rồi. Bảo vệ môi trường. Chuyên mục đừng điểm tiền rơi hôm nay sẽ bắt đầu với ngã tư Giải Phóng và Đại Mộ. Ôi trời ơi! Hầu hết ở các ngã tư kiểu này thì đều bố trí phần đường dành riêng cho các phương tiện rẽ phải để được đi một cách nhanh chóng và thuận tiện. Giờ chưa? Các phần đường rẽ phải ở đây thì đều có tín hiệu đèn giao thông và khá khó để nhận ra ngay lần đầu. Còn nếu bạn không quen đường và đi qua ngay lúc đèn tín hiệu ánh sao màu đỏ, xin chúc mừng, tiền của bạn đã rơi. Với tình huống này thì mức phạt cho ô tô sẽ là từ 3 đến 5 triệu, cho xe máy sẽ là từ 600 đến 1 triệu đồng. Cùng với đó là tước bằng lái 2 tháng cho lỗi không chấp hành hiệu lệnh của đèn giao thông. Và chương trình hôm nay sẽ kết thúc tại đây. Chúc các bạn luôn giữ được an toàn cho ví tiền của mình nhé.
Chưa xong ạ. Chưa xong ạ. Ông xuống ăn cơm trước đi tí tao ăn. Cháu vẫn chưa xong. Ông ăn cơm trước đi.
Trời ơi, xong rồi ăn được.
Okay, are you ready to present? Right, so I will write down the name of person, okay, in group in here, like participants. And to make sure that everyone should have name on this one, okay? To make sure you show your ability to speak and ability to combine the information, to synthesize information, to analyze and so on, okay? All right, so group number one, are you ready? Hello?
Can you give me just about 2 minutes more?
Who is going to speak? Are you going to speak, Mr. An, Bing An?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm mark on this one. Okay. Group number 2, hello. Group number 2, hello. Are you ready? Alright, any group, if you finish and ready to present, then can go forward. Okay, go ahead also. Okay. Any group? Yes.
Which number am I? I'm sorry, I don't remember.
Okay, Mr. Kwon, right? Let's see. Kwon, Đào Minh Quân, right? Group number 4.
Oh, so we have
Quân,
group number 3
Hưng,
go first,
Bảo,
right?
Thanh Tâm, Trần, Phương Anh, Phương Hoa. Okay. Đào Minh Quân, right? So group number 4. Okay, can you please go ahead if you are ready?
Yeah, okay. So basically, the Internet of Things is that when all the smart devices that are linked to that could be connected to the Internet are now linked together. So it is because of the hectic way of living of human beings these days that they require some ways to use things quickly and conveniently. And when all of those technological electronic devices are connected together, they are more easily to control, monitor, use by the users. And this has led to some risks of being stolen the information. So let's say that when everything is connected and the hackers have access to one of your devices, then they will eventually have the access to everything, to all of your devices. For an example, they have access to your phone, then they can have access to your bank account, and then they can steal your money. That's the vulnerability. And even when that you have granted permission to those apps that you install to your phones, for example, Facebook or Google, YouTube, they have a long list of things you need to accept when you install them, right? And you don't have time, like you don't even bother to read them. And some of those policies might damage your data security. Like you can, for example, they can steal your data information. They can know what you're doing with your phones, and even they can record your daily life activities for their own good, for their own purposes. Who knows, right? That's quite risky and dangerous things as well. And so, do I think the Internet of Things is a positive technological change? Well, I think in one hand, it is a positive change because, like I have explained previously, the hectic life forces people to do things more quickly and effectively. So have all the things around you connected and easily to control is quite convenient. And it has a drawback. It is that your information and security could be damaged. Like I've also mentioned before, your information could be stolen, stuff like that. And about the things that we could do to enhance the security of data in the future is that, well, you have to gather a whole bunch of intelligent people who are capable of solving these problems. And then hopefully they will create some sort of apps networks or systems that could effectively block those thefts from stealing our information and data. That's all I can say.
Okay.
It's quite funny to see.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Kwon. Good. All right. Good argument about the positive and the negative thing of the IoT. Good. All right. So group number one. Hello, Mr. An. Hello.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you answer the question? Do you think the IoT is a positive technological change? And if so, it's why? And if not, also why not? And what do you think should be done to better protect users' data in the future?
Personally, I think IoT is not a positive technology.
Okay. Why not?
Because with the development of technologies, there are more and more serious problems we have to deal with, like the easy availability of its unsuitable content, material, and information. Moreover, we have to deal with social network destabilize personally and professionally. Stealing data or hacking into IoT device is more and more easier, and keeping the data gathered and transmitted in by IoT device safe challenging as they evolve and expand in use. Also, cybersecurity is high priority. IoT devices are not always included in the strategy. Device must be protected from physical tampering, internet-based software attack, network-based attack, and many others. To deal with it, we can pay attention to insider threat like visualizing threat or organizing from outside our organization, as they often represented in news and television as biggest and most positive one. And however, the reality is that your insider can potentially very hurt you the most, and it can be the simplest as we can do to protect our information and that's the end.
Okay. Good. All right. Thank you, Mr. An. It's also good too, right? So you stand from another point of view. We call that conservative point of view. So we don't like the technology because the technology interfere with a lot of things, and we lose all the private information and other data, okay, user data, and we become vulnerable to the hackers and so on. Good. All right. So group number two. Hello.
Hello, teacher.
Yes.
Yes.
Me, right?
Yeah.
Minh Phương. All right. Go on.
So, I think IoT development on current limitation is pleasure thing, and of course, IoT will develop in a positive way so that more customers can accept and use it. At the present time, I can realize the weakness of IoT is that hacker can steal data from devices that not have a high level of security. A hacker will create fake link to trick people into clicking. So, and from there, they steal the information of those who have access. And currently, there are still many examples of user data protection problem. I think that will be fixed in the future, but people are also concerned that making belong to making easier for working life will create an independent mentality and make us less creative. And if in some of the issue of IoT that are facing the opinion of the market, yeah.
Okay, good. So internet is not very good, right? So we need to protect better. Okay, good. All right. So number 3, please. Group number 3. Who going to speak?
I'm going to speak
Okay, Mr. Nguyễn Hiến. All right. Go ahead, please.
about the trend of the IoT. I think this trend changing in a positive way.
Okay.
When everything device or connected with the internet. As per the downside of this, it has some issues about personal information being used in an illegal way, and hackers can get it from the apps on the Android system if you use it. Also, maybe they can hack your bank account and steal your money. However, it cannot be denied. It cannot be denied that changing the LOT brings a lot of advantage. Um, Aside, because the company control every process easily. Moreover, it provides people with an efficient and quick solution to many problems. And obviously, any chance will bring benefits and drawbacks like a double extra. Therefore, I suggest that in the future, there should be government servers helping to secure people information. And of course, I think the company tools they should set up their own strong enough. They should set up their own strong server, and along with that, they should have a high quality security team. And I think this problem will be completely solved.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. Anything else?
And furthermore, I think the people must not provide the personal information on some apps which not related to the government or their companies, because I think this action maybe give the chance for the hackers to access any bank account or some private information. And overall, I think the chance of IoT is the positive.
Okay. Outweigh the negative, right? You mean that the positive thing is outweigh for the negative thing of the IoT, right?
Yes, for me.
Okay, good. So you are, we call it optimistic person. Okay, good. Now for the last one, group number 5. Hello, who's going to speak?
Well, so my group will have 2 people to present 2 questions. So
Okay.
I will present the question 1 and Gian will be present the question 2. So the first question is, do you think the IoT is a positive technological? Our answer is not. The IoT is not a positive technological change because of the 3 main reasons. The first reason is the growth of smart device means that everything is linked. This connectivity, while exciting, makes smart technology more vulnerable to data hack than traditional computers. The secondly is each time you download an app to register a new smart device, you likely read a long list of term and condition and then check the agree box as you go on with your day. You will unwittingly agree to term of that information without knowing what it is, and it will be able to store your email account, store your phone number for the purpose of the selling your data. The thirdly, we found that as an example of a major security, home after signing with videos cam will be reported to the police, which can lead to a serious privacy violence. That we agree that IoT is not a positive technology change. And next time is Kian. Kian, can
Thank you.
answer?
Thank you, Ms. Chi.
Uh,
Kian, please.
Hi, teacher.
Yeah. Guys, what do you think should be done? Yeah.
I was talking about a solution to deal with protect user data in the future. And I think data protection is as well making sure that your information is safe online. It is ensuring that you know who is saying and why, and that you keep control of it. And while the level of protection is growing globally, the gap that remain and exposing us to abuse and misuse of our information. And first, countries will promote data sovereignty. Countries should have policy to protect user data and have measures to deal with case of invasion of user privacy such as cybercrime. And the second is regulator will look jointly as data protection and competition during in nowadays big tech. In the quest for a sustainable tech environment, we should see data protection and competition as two sides of the same coin. If lawmakers continue to nest company harvest our personal data with little restraints, it's not only negative impacts our rights, but also reinforce this company power to avoid concentrating powers and harming rights. Competition authorities must work closely with data protection authority and experts when evaluating measures.
Is that all?
Yes, that is.
Good. Thank you, Mr. Kian. All right. So all of you have been present what you have discussed. All right. From my personal point of view, I think you are good. All right. You've done very well for your arguments, whether you are agree with the IoT or you don't agree with the IoT. Of course, this is agreement. Okay, agreement. We have both sides. Okay, all right. Now, from the book, right? So we talk about the dark side of the technology. All right. So it's a good thing is the Internet of Things. All right, and the dark side, the vulnerability and permission granted. And the solution is for the security through blockchain. Okay. Now, I agree with your arguments, okay, from group number 1 to group number 5. Okay, the IoT have the two sides of the coin, of course. Everything have two sides, okay? The positive thing and the negative things, okay? Now, the positive thing is the connected, or we call it connectivity, okay, between the device. Then we make our life better, okay? We can control everything in one place. We don't have to go there and there and there to work. You stay in one spot and you know everything in everywhere and you control everything, okay? for the smart house, for smart factory, okay? And the computers, they talk with each other. And so you know exactly what happened, okay? And when is the water is empty, when is the electric bill need to pay and everything. That is good for you. It's like a reminder to you. Okay, you live in the digital world. Excellent, okay? That is a positive change, okay? So we got the industrial revolution 4.0, okay? That's the IoT, okay? The Internet of Things. And the dark side, we call like the vulnerability, okay? That means we expose ourselves to the hacker, okay? And for the bad people, very bad people, they try to interfere or they try to intrude, okay? Intrude into your system. And they steal all the data, we call it the private data or even other intelligent thing also, okay? And for the bad thing, okay? And they may control or they may interrupt the system. And now you got trouble, okay? So you depend on the system. And if the system is down, then you also be down too, okay? So that is a problem, okay? So the privacy or the all the valuable things like you said that the we call it the bank account and other thing also, okay? Right, so both sides, okay, similar. Right, so what do you think we should do, okay, to protect users' data in the future? Of course, the first thing is the policy, okay? We call the punishment for the hackers, okay? We punish more, okay? More punishment on the hackers, all right? The second one is the security, okay, through blockchain. Blockchain now is considered the best security, okay, in the digital world, okay? So that is a wonderful thing, okay? You have time and you read about the blockchains, okay? Because I'm teaching the e-commerce and I'm teaching students about the blockchain and the Bitcoin, okay? But because here it's out of our scope, so I don't have time to explain more. However, you can read the blockchain on internet either in Vietnamese or in English. Okay, that's good. The blockchain is the future. Okay, it is the security for the future. It is excellent. All right, so that is all for today. It's almost 12 o'clock now. Okay, and thank you very much for being with me today, and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you, teacher.
Yes.
Yes.